Thing I wish women would stop doing is dating men who do not take care of their kids. Y'all better start looking at these men's exes and baby mamas and see how they treat women, because the forecast. That way it's kind of easy to predict how they gonna treat you, especially if they over 35.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, come on, music. So guys, Nick Cannon keeps having babies. Stop the show. Dima, baby crying effects. He's having one here, over there, everywhere. And boy, I don't know why Nick Cannon just won't wear condoms. I hope he never comes over here to the continent, because it's a lot of kids he could have over here, and we just ain't ready for all that. But needless to say, his ex-girlfriend was the very beautiful, lovely Jessica White. Jessica White is an exceptional looking woman, but Nick Cannon never had a kid with her. I guess, he just wasn't feeling her that much. And so he ended up not dealing with her so he can deal with other women and get them pregnant all at the same time. Interestingly enough, he was kicking it with Jessica White at a strip club for Halloween, while his numerous baby mamas was nowhere to be found. They were hanging out, having a good time. But where was the baby mamas? Oh, they were there taking care of Nick Cannon's kids. Now, we know that a lot of times what we're going to deal with, brothers, women don't have a problem getting pregnant by Future. They don't have a problem getting pregnant by Nick Cannon, because at first, fundamentally, what they believe is that I'm special. I'm important. That's what women feel. I'm important. He cares about me. I'm not like the other ladies out there. Until you find out you're just like the other ladies out there. Yeah, you're just like that. You're just like the other ladies out there. That's the problem. Yes, you are like the other ladies out there. And let me just tell you this. Shout out to Sansa Ray. I really don't like to give her a whole lot of shout outs, but I will today. She made a marvelous point on a TikTok video about baby fathers and being accountable for it. I want to play some of that now and come back.
I used to be the woman that used to always be like, no, don't say nothing negative about your baby daddy, especially not to your kids. I used to say that because I have a 21-year-old daughter who has an amazing father, and I would never want to hear anyone say anything negative about him because he's such a good father. Then when I experienced my son's father be a piece of shit, that entire thought process changed. Because I was like, first of all, not a lot of women are speaking up and saying, you know what? I made a poor choice in man. I have the worst baby daddy on the planet. Ladies, don't choose a man who would do X, Y, and Z. I'm out here trying to tell women what to avoid. I'm going to need for you to avoid this type of man. So I'm going to give you all of the characteristics, all of the things that I overlooked, all of the red flags and poor decisions that I made associated with that man, so you won't even come close to making that poor decision. Also, one thing I wish women would stop doing is dating men who do not take care of their kids. Y'all better start looking at these men's exes and baby mamas and see how they treat women, because the forecast. That way it's kind of easy to predict how they gonna treat you, especially if they over 35. Because if a man over 35 still playing games, shit, he not gonna change. Old dog, no new tricks, bruh. Some men are good to the core and keep making mistakes, but then you got other men who keep going out and playing, and their character is the fact that they're dubious, and that's just how they are. So honey, every time I fix my lips to say something negative about the Dusty that I had a baby by, please listen. I don't care if you think I'm bitter. I don't care if you think I'm an ugly person. Oh, you ain't got to like what I say, but watch your mouth. And I encourage any woman who has a deadbeat baby daddy to speak up. You will save a lot of women from making the mistake that you made if you are vocal. You will save a lot of women from a lot of heartbreak if you're honest about your experiences with these deadbeat baby daddies. Maybe if these men experience some type of consequences when they abandon children, maybe less of them would consider doing it. So even if it's only you holding him accountable as the mother of his children, please do so, because the rest of the world won't tell you not to. And also take accountability for your poor choices in the situation. I ain't saying go out into the world and do like this emotional rampage about dude. I'm just saying be honest about your negative experiences so that other women can take heed. And maybe, just maybe, other men will stop participating in being deadbeat dads and abandoning their children. Be honest about these dudes. Stop protecting them and their reputation, and stop being so concerned about how bad it might make you look by being honest about your negative experience with somebody else.
So you heard what she had to say. Guys, I want to be real with brothers if we can, and sisters today. What do I want to be real about? I want to be real. Here's fundamentally what I'm going to deal with. I'm going to deal with the fact, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of women feel too highly about themselves. It's the same problem that men have. As men, typically, we feel that we are special in comparisons to other people. You know, we're more special than other folks. That's how we feel. Somebody is glad or should be glad to have us despite what, you know, other folks feel. Typically, how you feel about yourself is not how others feel about you. All right? That's typically true. Now, with me saying that, here's what I'd like to do. I want to talk about this. The fact that women feel that they're special and that a guy like Nick Cannon is going to treat you differently. He'll treat you like that up front. But once you become a baby mama for him, you're another statistic. You're another statistic. Okay? And then what about the lady, Jessica White? Because Nick Cannon stopped talking to you to deal with other women, although you wanted to be with him in a long-term relationship and you're still hanging out. Guess what? You aid and abet what these guys do. This is what a lot of women don't understand. You're aiding and abetting. And I'm not saying that you don't have understanding, but don't come and complain about it. That's the thing. If you're going to go out here and deal with guys, and these guys don't have anything to give you except for some D, they're not going to be faithful to you. They're not going to do nothing for you, but you're going to sit back and have the unmitigated gall to complain. Then I challenge you, guys, just to look at how they are acting. Just look at it. How are they acting? How? She says it perfectly. You don't look at how he treats the other girls in his life. Clearly, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. All right? He don't care about you. Don't care about nobody else. He's over 35. He's not serious. But here you go. You still gonna sleep with him. You still gonna deal with him. You're still gonna mess with him. And then there you're gonna be. There you are crying when that man don't want you no more. Talking about all men. Talking about black men. Black men are this. Black men are that. Black men are this or that. And brothers are sitting there back like, what are you talking about? You chose that for yourself. Why did you choose that for yourself? Then you get crickets. Crickets. Why did you do that? We don't know. Makes absolutely no sense. Does it? Hell no, it don't. It doesn't. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.